Good morning, Friday the 10th of November. Now, a bit of a little digression, not rushing into doing the press ups like I normally do. So it's Friday and it's day 10 of the Cancer Research Push Up Challenge. It's day 10 of the Movember Challenge for Cancer Research UK as well. So there's a number of people that are probably doing the challenge, but I haven't seen anybody but apart from myself that's documenting it on an ongoing basis. So what's it all about? Well, I'm going to move to position while I'm talking. So cancer is actually the work that the researchers are doing is helping. What's going on here? Sometimes this seems to work and sometimes it doesn't, and I don't know why. So I've done 900 so far. Why am I so far up? I don't understand. So today's going to make it 1,000. Now, that means I'm a third of the way through the challenge. And one of my goals is to improve my upper body strength. Well, interestingly, I can feel the difference already. I was worried about being able to even do the 100 at the beginning. And now I'm focusing more on being able to increase my ability to do the push-ups in one go. What I found is that the narrow one, where you pull it like that, and the wide ones seem to allow me to do more closer together, because of course your central part of your pecs on this one and the wider part on this one, so you manage to do more without damaging the muscles. Well, that's the idea anyway. I'm up to doing 20 at a time in sets of 20, so my goal today is to actually start doing sets of 25. Now, I actually struggle with the last set every single time I do it. And that's because I don't spread them out enough during the day. I get to the end of the day, oh no, I haven't done enough. I've only got to blah, blah, blah. Whereas, when was it? I think it was last week. Must have been near the beginning of the challenge. When I spread them out in sets of 10, it was easy. Well, 10 at a time, 10 press-ups, once you've already started doing enough of them, it's not that bad, is it? So my intention now is to go up to 25 per set. But I know to be able to do that, I'm going to have to spread them out more. So it's 20 past 8 in the morning. I'm going to do my first set now. So why am I doing this? My wife had cancer in 2010. She got a treatment in 2011. So I think it's a good, it's a suitable cause to be. I'm sure I keep trying to think of what the better words to put with this, but I can't think of it. It's a good cause. Cancer Research UK, I know, is doing good work because I've been involved in it. I've been involved in the preparation, as in review of batches that have been manufactured and doing the QP batch release. I suspect most of you know by now I'm a QP, qualified person. What's that mean? Well, in the pharmaceutical industry, it means that you get the oversight of what's going on, not just the finished batch release at the end, not just the certification, but you get the oversight of the process, of the systems. It means you get a better understanding of what happens throughout the whole process. So at the moment, I work closely with a couple of companies that do clinical research into biotech products. I work with another company that's bringing in finished commercial products for the generic side of things, to support the NHS, to support other pharmacies throughout the UK primarily. I work with another that brings it in and distributes throughout Europe. I work with another one that does the The comparators primarily. Comparators, what's the difference? Well, when you do a clinical study, you have to prove that it does what it says it does. So you might say, oh well, we developed a new drug. It's cost what 25 billion, or what was it? How many trillion were they talking about on the news yesterday? Um, but some of them work and some of them don't. And what people often forget when they think about pharmaceutical products is the research is there to make sure that the tablets, the medicines that we all take, actually do what they're supposed to. So clinical research on people, testing the drugs, is there to make sure that they're safe, make sure that there's no significant side effects, make sure that the benefit outweighs the risk to the patient. So you probably, if you're as old as me, you probably know as a child that we used to give the children Calpol all the time. Calpol's paracetamol. Paracetamol is now known to increase the risk of asthma. Well, if there wasn't a clinical study carried out to show, it's probably real world data, which is actually just as common now, but maybe not as common, to show that that was causing a problem, then the children would still be getting the paracetamol and they'd still be getting asthma. Now, we've switched over to ibuprofen for headaches and pain relief for children. Is that better? Well, I suspect sometime down the line somebody will do some comparison of the data and they'll notice that if the children are taking a lot of ibuprofen, that they'll have stomach problems. Their lungs will be all right, but they'll have stomach problems. Well, why is that? That's because it causes bleeding in the stomach when you take the ibuprofen. You have to make sure you get the dosing right, that you take it in the right regime. And it's the same for cancer drugs. Tamoxifen and azathioprine was the first two cancer drugs that I was involved in the manufacture of. That was part of my training to become a QP. But they're still used. Why are they still used? Because they work. Because the drugs that we've been developing over time, more and more and more, still work. And they work in appropriate circumstances. So that's what the comparators are about. So I'm involved in the supply of comparators to investigate new drugs. So if the comparator is not better, if the new drug is not better than the comparator, it doesn't get approved. So the company might have spent how much? Several $1 million, several £1 million on the research into a new drug, but it doesn't go to market because the research shows that the cost versus the benefit in comparison with another drug that's already on the market, has been as part of the research over time, is still better. But it's all based on data. So it's really important that we have the money that we need to do the research. So that's why I've decided to do the Cancer Research UK 100 push-ups per day challenge. So I hope once you listen to this, hopefully some of you will listen to it, that you'll actually support me with this challenge. Now, support is several different ways. You can support obviously by donating to the Just Giving page. You can support by sharing the video. You can support by donating. You can support me by commenting and encouraging me to get to the end of it, because it's not exactly the easiest thing I've ever done, but I am getting there. And I thought about giving up a couple of times, but I've not given up, and I'm not going to give up because I am getting good feedback. Even people are talking to me about it that I meet. Okay, it's meeting on the phone, it's meeting in person, it's meeting online, wherever. I don't mind. So long as you're there to support me, I'm going to get to the end, because it makes it easier knowing that people agree that it's a worthwhile cause. And I really think it is. And now I'm going to share a problem that I'm having. So I do a lot of IT work. And here, in the part here of my hands, I'm finding I'm getting trouble. So if anybody's got any suggestions how I can get through to the end of the challenge, because at the moment, when I get to around, let's see, I think yesterday it was about 16, 17. It's actually my wrists, not my arms, that's causing my problem. The pressure from doing the push-ups on my wrists is interfering with the 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 nerves, I guess, that have been made sensitive by using a computer for the last 40 years. On the edge of a desk initially, which I'm sure didn't help. So if anybody's got any advice on how I can make that bit less painful and actually achieve the goal of 100 by the end of the month, I would appreciate any suggestions. There's probably some exercises I can do in between to stiffen it off, but I have no idea what they might be. I am doing it on the carpet today. I did find that doing it on the hard surface in the morning was a big problem, but then in the afternoon it wasn't so much. So I don't really understand that, because the test, first one showed it was a problem, the second one didn't. So I don't know. I am a scientist, I'm a biologist by trade, I'm a QP, of course. So I expect consistency, but I don't always get consistency when I'm doing my own observations. I'm now going to give it a go. I'm just hoping I've left myself enough space, because I'm in a different position, so that I don't have to go onto the wood. Maybe I need to move that a little bit so you can actually see. Maybe that's better. Yeah, I'll move forward a bit there. So here I'm on the slippery bit now. Let's move you again. We'll go a bit further back. There. Sorry if you can't see at the top. Now, hopefully there is actually somebody watching, because I don't know why, but the system that I use, StreamYard, at the beginning was showing me when people were watching. It doesn't show me anymore. I don't know if it's probably a setting that I've turned it off. I guess. I wonder if it's on the more link. Settings. Layouts. I don't know. Let's not worry about that. Let's just do the challenge. Then we can go have a walk in the rain. I'm really looking forward to that, as you can probably tell. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Well, there we go. 25 was possible. I suspect I wasn't breathing enough because I was counting. My head's gone a bit dizzy. But at least the pain in my hands didn't happen. So I got to 25. So, day 10. Day 10, the 100 push-ups a day. Cancer Research UK challenge. Hope you can support me with the challenge. And I would like it if you share this video, because you've got a bit more information. And maybe share it with comments and maybe invitations for people to support. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later when I've recovered my breath.